So, the theme of my healing journey over the last couple of months has been martyrdom and how I can move into relationships without being a martyr. Right now, I'm working on my inability to receive within relationships. And today, I was on my porch and I was doing manifestations and doing affirmations. And I said to myself that I want to be able to receive without feeling guilt or shame. And so, a scenario started playing in my head. And this is just how me and my oversoul be talking, y'all. And in the scenario, there is somebody who is basically saying that they wanted to take care of me. They wanted to pay for my rent. And I immediately get defensive and I'm like, no, you're responsible for your own emotional and financial needs. I'm responsible for mine. Now, if you want to spend some money on our experience together, on dates and stuff like that, spend the money there, but don't think that you need to take care of me. So after I say this in my head, I stop myself and I'm like, well, why did I get so defensive immediately? It felt like I was in the energy of somebody taking something away from me. So that made me realize that it does not feel safe for me to receive. Because when I think about why I would react like that, is because I don't want people to say that I owe them anything. I don't want to feel like my autonomy is being taken away. And a part of me felt like I haven't done anything to earn that. So this immediately makes me think of childhood. And I realized that we were the group in my family who didn't really have much. It was me, my mama, and my brother. She was a single mom. She was a CNA. Y'all know how that goes. And half the time she made too much money for food stamps, but not enough money to take care of us. And so we needed a lot from the people around us. And as a result of that, anytime that anybody would help, we would be talked about. Or people would only help so that they could brag about doing something for us. And so there's that aspect, but also like the way that my mom would show up in those situations. Like she would act like she owes people something. And so she can't say what she wants to say. They can just abuse her and she's supposed to just take it. So as I'm going through that, I realized that since I was young, I've been overcompensating for my mom. Meaning that I tried to make myself useful in the best way that I knew how. So I learned how to start cooking when I was like 9. I babysit everybody's kids. I was a perfect student. I made sure the house was clean. And I'm just now realizing that I was doing all of those things because I was trying to earn my keep. I was trying to pay back an invisible debt, a debt that didn't even belong to me. And so that is what started my martyr loop, being everything to everybody, because I felt like if I could be helpful, then nobody can say that I was using them. Nobody can treat me like a burden. Nobody can say that I wasn't contributing in a way. So a couple things that I did was I made sure that everybody was good. I didn't say no to anybody. If they needed help, I would just do it because they was helping us. I made myself invisible because I didn't want to be a burden. So I didn't speak up for myself. And then the worst part is I tied my value to how little I needed. If I could just not need anything, I could be safe. So I internalized that needing help is dangerous. I internalized that receiving means that I have to give up a part of my autonomy. People can treat me any type of way. People can control me. People can trap me because I owe them something. And that one I've been trying to get away from my entire life. I always fight back anytime I feel like somebody's trying to control me. And my value comes from giving endlessly. And a big part of that was me trying to protect my mom from shame because I could see how it was affecting her and it wasn't that she was not trying. The system is stacked against us, but everybody was treating her like she was a problem and used their ability to help us as justification for abuse. And that's what the fuck it was. It was abuse. So I'm realizing that I don't have to earn peace. I don't have to do anything or give things for me to have peace. It's okay for me to receive from people when it's coming from a genuine place. I deserve to be supported. And my worth is not contingent upon what I contribute. And it's okay for me to need things. And now because I don't know how to think small and I'm always thinking big, I started looking at how that affects our ancestors because martyrdom is something that is passed down. And it makes me think about the fact that a lot of our ancestors could not get bank accounts, they could not buy homes, they could not buy land, they could not do anything without a man. This forced us into centering men because that was what our safety and sovereignty was contingent upon. Not only that, society tells women that they have to give more, they have to please other people, meaning prioritizing everybody else's needs in front of their own, self-neglect, and they can't complain about it or they're being too much, too sensitive, which pushes us into having to earn our keep, which pushes us into voice suppression because we feel like we can't speak up because whoever has the money has the power. And where we gonna go? We can't get nothing. And also to give endlessly without complaining because we were to be seen and not heard, which is self-erasure. And when we did gain access to another choice, Most women stayed male-centered because, again, that felt safe, that felt comfortable. Not everybody's comfortable with change. And then other women decided that they needed to be hyper-independent because, again, if they don't need much, then they get to stay safe. If they don't need anybody else, they get to maintain their autonomy. And it's just a loop. It keeps deepening because when you add on being a Black woman on top of that, then you punish for your hyper-independence. You punish for not needing anything. It just keeps going. So yeah, that's my contribution for today.